It's a lot of fun. Like, I don't know, if you haven't yet, I suggested, I'm currently available. It's rare that I am, but you know. So, you know, come talk to me. That's pretty much my only platform. If you're elected, I will get you laid. I will either set you up with someone, or if that can't happen, some people just can't do that. But I mean, I'm available always. I don't discriminate. So.
Thank you. Ronald?
So, coming out of the election, November 4th, I know people in this room want a whole lot of change that has not yet happened yet. That there's a set of issues that we need change on, more money to public higher education, combating racism and inequality in our nation cities. And the key to changing and making the vision of hope real under the Obama era is for the college campuses, for the students, for the younger generation that made this election possible, to actually independently build our own power to fight for our demands. These college campuses need to be centers, once again, of social activism, of critical thinking, of interesting debate, of diversity, of real exchange of opinions and ideas. And our program, we are saying that the university needs to reflect the new vision of hope. It's unacceptable that this nation has, a black man can be president, but a black student or Latino student cannot come to UC Berkeley. Black, Latino, and Native American students are a majority of the state's public school students, but only 14% of the undergraduate student body on this campus. That needs to change. The SAT, which the faculty on this campus have said over and over again are biased, and is biased and does not reflect academic merit, needs to be eliminated. The actual social science of this university, the research should actually be implemented and used to determine the policies of this university. And this should be a sanctuary campus. ICE was seen in Berkeley last spring. This should be a safe place, a haven, the nation's first sanctuary campus for undocumented immigrant students. They are our equals. They did not choose to be illegal. Everyone is equal. Everyone is a human being and deserves equal rights. And by standing for everyone's right to be here, we stand for our own dignity and for everyone's rights. And we need this to be an affordable campus. We need to lower tuition. And what we've got to do is mobilize the power of the new student civil rights movement. People across the country have the same questions and thoughts in our heads, want the same things.
Thank you, Ronald.
The president called it National Day of Action for more money for higher education.
Thank you. Please hold your applause to everyone who's spoken.
Oh, okay. So first of all, I want to ensure that we continue to empower students, right, in a way that we continue to maintain our autonomy. Traditionally, the ASUC has been one of the last remaining autonomous student bodies in the nation. Over time, we've seen that power be taken from us by sending it over to the auxiliary. The auxiliary makes decisions sometimes that doesn't incorporate students' opinion. We need to find a way to make sure that the auxiliary is accountable to us. I will do that by creating an auxiliary oversight committee to ensure that the process and their realignment is including students' needs. We pay for their payroll. We should have a say in what they're doing. Second of all, is student safety. So as my colleague Joan Jones mentioned earlier, I want to prioritize student safety in the office of the president. I think that that's paramount, especially with everything that's going on campus. But safety does not mean just hiring more police officers. What's the point of having more police officers if they're not culturally competent to deal with students? If they don't have sensitivity trainings on what it's like to deal with a woman who's been harassed, what it's like to deal with a queer student who's been discriminated against, what it's like to deal with communities of color who aren't always in favor of police officers, right? So I think it's really important that police officers are getting that type of training and that we can continue student oversight of the UCPD. Because that's what they're here to serve us, right? We need to make sure that they're doing that in a way that's efficient and that we have a say in their process. And finally, I want to make sure that the ASUC is not only survives, but is able to thrive in the future. So really important because we are in, like we mentioned, a serious economic crisis. We need to find ways to increase our revenues that does not affect students' pockets directly. We need to find, we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization and we don't have a grants writer. We need to hire a grants writer to increase that revenue and find different ways to take that burden off of students and increase our revenue so that our campus can continue to thrive and enrich everyone's lives when they come here. Thank you.
Thank you. Well,